How's it? Hang loose. Alright. Before I get into the newspaper, welcome to newspaper and welcome to newspaper's MongoozeMax. Subscribe and like and make comments and stuff. Share with your friends, yeah. But before I get into the newspaper, and I'm going to try to make it real short, I got Toastmaster today, is I want to address newspaper in general and thinking I might be pulling back from it somewhat. Because it's easy to get into routine, and I'm doing it every day, and I'm not wishing to make this the focus. Newspaper, the focus. Might switch to more talk story and just bring something, if I find something interesting, I'll post that. And I'm also getting a little burnt with everything's like bad news because coronavirus and people with their businesses and there's riots and that. This goes on and on with death numbers and I'm trying to be funny, but I'm just cynical on a lot of negative shit. I don't know, going down that route too much. Just a couple things to make fun of the politicians, yeah. And, I'm not making any money. I don't get one red cent from what I'm doing right now. So I'm not like these other channels with patrons and merchandise and stuff and all kinds of money buying houses. I haven't made 1 cent. Okay, so if you're new to YouTube, yeah, take that in heart. Just follow your heart, do what you want. I guess there's some restrictions, but do what you enjoy. And show us things in a second. Getting into the YouTube thing, it's like, gee, I'm never gonna be like that or like that or like that. I guess I don't know. I'm not even big enough to have bad comments, but comment anyways. Just anyways, I'm looking for. I will put up our Zoom Shakespeare and Sunday things, even though they're long and tedious. It's Shakespeare though, and it's like a little amateur reading Shakespeare group. I belong to it, so yeah. And there is some cryptocurrency news in the works because I'm following the development of Odoo coin, and Odoo coin will get bigger. It's gonna get bigger. It's not going away. It's not a teeny coin, and it's like doing this thing, and not just the price. It's an actual thing. It's bigger. It's gonna be digital money in Africa and elsewhere that needs it like that. Actual digital money, just like going around like boop, boop, exchange. It'll be like all money, not just a crypto coin. So, with all that being said, I don't know. I've come to today, which is August 19th, and this is today's headline. It says, Act now, Honolulu. Act now. And what this is referring to is basically the answer contained in this of where Pepah got started from in the first place, which was the travel. They're calling it Trans-Pacific. But what about Australia? But travel to the middle of the northern Pacific where the Hawaiian Islands are. Airplane travel. I mean, you can paddle by your canoe all you want. They might be go searching for you. Or what's left. So anyhow. And what had happened was, let me make this is like obviously a little bit more serious here. And I'm still looking to make it short. I still got a timer. I got audio problems. I got stuff to work out about this. But let's recap. It was July when they had the 4th of July. And they were going to reopen at the end of July, I think it was. The end of July, they were going to reopen for tourism. We try to call it visitors because, yeah, but they're looking at tourism. They're looking at, because it's their tourist industry, which is connected to the hotel industry, which is connected to small business industry. It's a big, big thing. Economics of the state of Hawaii. 4th of July came around and off came the masks and parties. Now there was a relative spike after 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks there was a spiky of the coronavirus. At the end of the month, which would be pretty much August 1st, no, July, June, July, August. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, well, anyways, there was a spike. See, look, I'm worried if I get the numbers wrong on the date of the calendar. But there's a lot of stuff going on here too. But there was going to be an opening. There was July 4th. And then there's also big spikes all across America because people gathered with the riots. Or peaceful gatherings. Right. But, and now it's conventions and this going on. And people are still gathering. And there's debates whether wearing masks or not is effective. Look, they did it a partial with Hawaii. Numbers getting triple digits, like the 200s. Never mind, relatively. Over here, that's big. It's going up. 5th highest rate of increase. Now they start requiring masks. Now the numbers are starting to go down. What? It's like, it's not a debate. It's a science level thing. Do this, you get that result. You do that, you get that result. So people started not wearing masks, making big giant social gatherings. They're coming to Hawaii because it's like relatively low. Now it's getting relatively high and higher, and it has the highest rate. It's like still relatively low compared to other places, but do we have to get up there to... What is the thinking? So anyway, rates were going up, numbers are going up, hospitals are starting to get clogged. And once they're clogged and it overflows the hospitals, that's it. You catch the virus and you're on your own. No ventilator, no magic pill, no freaking nothing. That's it. You die, you die. How's that for herd immunity? What a Darwinian... That's not even Darwinian. That's just... So anyways, so they were going to open up the TransPacific Travel. And then, because of the numbers, it got pushed back to September 1st. So I continued with the news Pepah. And then they were pushy, they were edgy about it. Here's September. They were hedging, I should say. But now they have it. Okay. The mayor of Honolulu, he has this order go out. Okay. Now this is the lockdown we were supposed to be listening for all week long. Well, here it is on Wednesday. It starts on Thursday, tomorrow. So they delivered there on time. Act Now Hawaii. It's not a gigantic shutdown. Like, shutdown, really? Like when the virus first happened? It's kind of like tightening the grip. Like Darth Vader in the throat. So, what we have here is the surge of cases anticipated. The governor and the mayor will reimpose stay-at-home lockdown for Oahu. instead, they used what they call a more targeted approach Tuesday, prohibiting Oahu residents from gathering in groups of more than 5. We've been struggling with this, so they've been making this plan. That's actually the government of Honolulu, because this is the major freaking population and hotspot. Meanwhile, an announcement of the delay plan. So, it all comes down to, it's not total lockdown, like stay at home, don't go out except for only food and medicine, that sort of thing. That's how it first started. It's almost there, but there's a little bit leeway. Like you can do this, you can go to church, and you can kind of do that. It's like cherry picked a bunch of little things to see a ride over here, I guess. Masks required everywhere. And the police are really they're giving out citations like Louisiana's fly swatting contest. I mean, they're giving out lots of citations. And it comes down in 134 cases today. So there I did my little due diligence, I suppose. But the bottom line is what I started newspaper in the first place for has a little conclusion here with Act Now Honolulu. The testing for travel, the pre-testing for Trans-Pacific, however you want to word it, coming over to Hawaii on an airplane, and you get the test beforehand, and you have your little proof that you don't have it in your hand, and you know to do the 14-day quarantine. That was what I was following. Well, it was going to open up September 1st. Drum roll. Here we go. It's now been pushed back to October 1st. So there it is, the anti-climax of this whole thing. Anti-mongoose climax. Ouch. October 1st is the new date they have for that. And I'll tell you what, these things are all just, what, pliable, limbo, whatever. So there you have it. The beginning of newspaper and perhaps the end of newspaper. I'm going to have other stuff for sure. I'm going to do this. I'm going to focus on some of this other stuff. I got the paranormal thing. The witch hasn't been back for, I don't know, there's like a easy breezy feeling. The witch hasn't been around for, I don't know, almost a week. It's like, wow, there's something to it. You know, causation with correlation, you know, that, and I'll explain that later, but you know, that kind of thing. Oh, it's a false conclusion. No, this is looking more and more like for real. So, there you have it. There's going to be sort of a redirectioning, a refocus, and I'm trying to get some new equipment to work, so I have a different angle on this, because I'm sure you're tired of looking at William Shakespeare. Even though William Shakespeare is really cool, what his stuff he wrote, that's a reproduction of an 1623 poster. Thanks for having that stuck in your head for a month. Actually, I only got a few real viewers, so hey, come on over, bring your masks, we'll stay 6 feet apart. Nah. So anyhow, there it is. There'll be stuff, and who am I kidding? I'll probably throw newspaper in there, you know, once I get into the habit. God, habits. But, you know, once it's like that, it's not, I'm not going away with that totally. I'm just saying, if you don't see one tomorrow or once in a while, that's the reason why. And basically, it's not to pull away from my YouTube, and it's to redirect. I want to go quality, not quantity. And I'm trying to do that with time, so I'll end here. Anyways, say have a happy lockdown. Oh, it's for 28 days or 23 days. Oh, what does it frickin' matter? Wear your damn mask. Squirt yourself with hydrogen peroxide for all I give a damn. I don't want to get this thing. Shit, no. So, bamboo fishing pole. Anyone in that radius? Give him a little sting. So anyhow, have a great day, because today is what we got, and tomorrow is never promised. Oh, so blessed. Thanks. Stay happy, stay hang loose. Try not to let this stuff get you. Hang loose. Aloha.